almost a month ago, Eritrean forces launched a decisive attack on central Tigray. I think it was the third week of April, the start of the third week of April, when Eritrean forces launched a multi-pronged attack on central Tigray. Later, ENDF also joined from eastern side views. What's the latest on this major and decisive attack on central Tigray? Over the past few days, we haven't heard any statement from TDF. TDF has been updating us through DWTV about the war in some parts of central Tigray, but there hasn't been any statement issued by TDF over the past few days. What's happening inside central Tigray? ENDF supporters claim that TDF have been crushed in central Tigray. On the other hand, TDF supporters claim that ENDF supporters' claims are inaccurate, they are wrong, and fighting is underway in several parts of Tigray. Viewers, according to my information, TDF are under immense pressure in central Tigray. They tried to repel this attack, but so far Eritrean forces have not been pushed out of central Tigray. When this war started, this major operation, a four-pronged attack was launched on central Tigray. In a previous video, I told you the details, viewers, that the attack was launched from Shire, from Aksom, Adwa, Medibezana, then from Hosen side as well. So Eritrean ENDF forces tried to almost lay siege to central Tigray. It wasn't an aerial bombardment mission. Those were not just artillery strikes, but infantry units of Eritrean forces. They penetrated central Tigray. And TDF acknowledged, they confirmed through DWTV that fighting was underway near Kola Tamben, near Abe Edi, near Naider, near areas like Maikantal. So those reports were evidence that Eritrean forces had managed to enter central Tigray. We saw one statement from TDF when they claimed to have repelled some attacks of Eritrean forces in central Tigray. But this offensive has not been totally repelled, viewer. Though TDF supporters are sharing videos of TDF soldiers dancing around, singing, but actually fierce fighting is still underway in central Tigray. Eritrean forces have managed to exert immense pressure on TDF in central Tigray. Supply lines of TDF have been blocked, viewers. We saw an attempt by TDF to open up these supply lines by carrying out an attack on Amhara state in Mirak town almost 2 weeks ago. More than a dozen soldiers of Amhara special forces were killed in the attack by Tigray Defense Forces in Mirak town of Waghemra, viewers. But TDF have not been able to spread out of central Tigray and to repel this offensive completely. We saw fighting near Hosen, where TDF tried to open a new front. And the fighting near Hosen was a sort of evidence that TDF had tried to advance towards eastern side of Tigray, out of central Tigray. But except this development, we haven't seen any considerable advance from TDF out of central Tigray. B30 highway is still being controlled by Eritrean forces. Just a few days ago, Neema Al-Bagir, Sudanese journalist working with CNN, traveled along this road, and she confirmed that Eritrean forces were in control of this strategic highway from where Eritrean forces launched an offensive, this major offensive into central Tigray. So B30 highway still being controlled by Eritrean forces. ENDF pushing into central Tigray from A2 highway, from Hosen, from Vakro side. That is why immense pressure is being brought to bear upon Tigray Defense Forces. They are fighting for their survival. Uh, then Eritrean forces and ENDF are putting pressure upon Sudan as well. We saw statements from ENDF channels and Eritrean information minister that Sudan must not back TPLF. Why were these statements issued? Statements were issued to stop Sudan from thinking of backing TPLF, because TPLF, TDF are under immense pressure in central Tigray. If they cannot open up their supply lines, it will be difficult for them to survive in the coming weeks, because TDF supporters might not like my assessment, my analysis of the situation, because but that is what we are seeing. I can't share just videos of TDF fighters singing, dancing around for views. I just want to analyze what's happening on ground. And on ground, TDF are under immense pressure. Viewers, coming days are very critical for them if they want to survive. They'll have to revisit their strategy. They'll have to push Eritrean forces out of central Tigray. Coming days, very crucial. Now watch a video shared by the UN about the plight of Tigray refugees in Sudan. There have been some heavy rains in Sudan, viewers, and Tigray's refugees in Sudan are suffering. It seems there is no end to the sufferings for the refugees of Tigray. They crossed into Sudan from Tigray, and hundreds of them were injured. Some of them were killed as well. Now in Sudan, they're facing heavy rains. Watch the video being shared by UN aid agencies. Thank you for watching.